Hello, welcome to Unboxing Alice YouTube channel with a purple fox that unboxes things, so many things. I'm of course Alistair Frost, and welcome to my bedroom, or like a third of it. So I decided to, I wanted to do this with the last video because I was talking about Ponyville Ciderfest. I didn't have anything on my walls or anything really decorated, so I still don't, but I threw this up like before I started shooting. But I do have some pillows here and there that I have had on my bed for a little bit now. I also added Akina over there and Gallus over here. So hopefully you guys can see those. They may be buried under merch. I don't even know. But yeah, so speaking of merch, we were talking about Ponyville Ciderfest merch. Yay! I love it so much. There's so much merch to get through. Yeah, let's get started. It's just going to be a lot. We're going to start with Ponyville Ciderfest themselves. That's what I usually do. If I get anything from the con, I will usually start with that con. I forgot to talk about these last time. Where's my thingy? Did it fall off again? Yep. They also had a contest last time, or this year, like a ribbon contest. These are the ribbons that you can get like all over the place. Some people sell them, some people giving them away. The she/her one I got from the convention. But yeah, I forgot to mention that they had whoever could get the most ribbons, and it was not me. And mine keep falling off, so that's why I'm in two pieces. Right over there. The winner was actually Gobi Raptor. I think she had like 185 ribbons or something insane. Anyway, but that was just something fun that the con did, and I forgot to mention it in the last video. I'll also mention something else, another panel I went to that I briefly touched on, but I completely forgot to talk about when we get to a certain item. So first of all, whoops, I got this bag, lovely bag. We can see the bag. Yeah, all of the well, I'm not a sponsor, but all of like the con merch stuff that you get with your badge come in a very nice little bag. Over there. Yeah, all things I unbox are probably going to go that way towards the end of my bed. So I will carefully unwrap this because it is holding a piece of drinkware. There we go. This is it's upside down. Dang it. This is the shirt I got. They picked the weirdest colors for these shirts. Oh my gosh. I don't know what color this is. But someone comments, tell me what color this is. But this is the standard shirt you get for the Spike package in higher. My claw just hit the glass. But hopefully you guys can see. You can't because I ruined this side. There we go. Hope you guys can see that. And me! I exist. I'm under here. So there you go. Standard con shirt. And in addition to the shirt, you got some drinkware, which I keep clinking because of my paw. So carefully pick this up. I don't know what you call this type of glass, but it's actually really cool. I do like this glass, like the shape and everything. And it has the Ponyville Ciderfest 2024 logo on the front. If you turn it, you will get all three of their mascots. So hopefully you guys can see that. I don't think doing this will help. I think I've tried it in the past. So yeah, there's the con glass, which I'm actually going to go ahead and put this by Akina so I don't knock it over. There we go. All right. Oh, and this poster. Keep forgetting about this poster. So got this. There were two posters. There was a premium poster as well for like higher tiers, like actual sponsors, but I didn't. It looked pretty cool, but I'm fine with this. And I'm gonna get posters of other posters from other places, so it's whatever. This came with here, and it has the logo and all of the guests of honor. I did forget to mention this one right here. I believe she is like a comic book artist or some kind of maybe art writer, illustrator. I'm not sure. Brenda Hickey, I believe was her name. I'd never heard of her before. That's why I didn't mention her in the last video, but she was also a guest of honor. The rest of them were voice actors. So I don't know where to put this without it getting, yeah, there we go. And that's it for my tier, or for my my package. I also got, ticket to the Grand Gapling Gala and a nice looking lanyard, which I'm not wearing, unfortunately. I'll take a picture of the lanyard wherever the heck I put it, and put that in edits somewhere, because this was the one I got from Viewer Asked Before a couple years ago. But yes, I did get a really cool lanyard. I believe my Akina badges are on that, so yeah, I will take a picture of that. I'm sorry I forgot to grab that. It's just in my pile of lanyards, which I'm going to add to in a few minutes. But these are some extras that I got from the com store. Crap. So this is the premium shirt. Oh, it's backwards. Oh, yeah, this is double-sided. So, yes, this has, well, okay. I like this shirt color better, though I think, is it the same color we had for the Royal Guard last year? Actually, no, ours was a little brighter and floobier. I don't know what that word means. I made it up, but, so yeah, this is the premium shirt that I still can't hold properly. Okay. So yeah, it's got the logo on the front. And on the back, oh god, this is gonna be fun. Hang on. It has all of, dang it. It's all of this jazz. So yeah, there's a lot with this shirt. That's pretty cool. And I do like this color. I like it better than that color. I've got two shirts, and I did get their pin this year. It did not come in my tier, so this I'll probably have to take a picture of. Some of these are going to be very small, and I just lost it in my legs. There we go. I'll try and hold it up, but yeah, PVCF 2025, and it has the 3 mascots. I'll try and get a little closer with that so you can see it, but I will take a picture of that for sure. And that is, well, it's not it, because I have one other thing. Mystery box. That is pretty much it from what I bought from Ponyville Ciderfest itself. The only thing I have left are the autographs. Can't pick this up. So I mentioned in the last video, Kyle Rideout signed my Thorax pin. Here's the pin just to remind you. And on the back, he signed it, and he got a copy of this pin. For Andrew Francis, he signed Shining Armor. Hey, Shining Armor's hair still looks fabulous. Yeah, like I said, all of these Build-A-Bears were just in a box. They still are in a box because I have to take them all out, brush or wipe them all down because they're dusty, and then fix their hair because their hair is also dusty. I did that with Shining Armor before I went, so he looks fairly decent. But as you can see, Andrew Francis signed his leg. So just like Kelly Sheridan and Starlight. So put him with Hopework. And what is this? Oh, for Ingrid Nielsen. She signed this, whoops, not keychain, oh my god, what are these? This badge of mod. So, and on the back, I'll see if I can cover my name. If I don't, whatever, but just sign that. And she wrote my name, lots of love to you, and rock on, Ingrid Nielsen. So, very sweet. And I think I mentioned she was afraid that would smudge, which it didn't, but she also signed this. This was at her table. So if you need something for her to sign, you could have just picked one of these. I guess I could have done that. But I got this because she actually did a meditation panel at 9 a.m. on Sunday. I completely forgot to talk about it. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of turnout. JD went with me. Pink Sands was exhausted, so she stayed behind. But no, she was talking about just how important mental health is. I think she was getting, a master's, either a master's or PhD. I think she just finished her master's. But it's more like psychological studies. And she was talking about the importance of mental health and how we need to take care of each other and how meditation can be really beneficial for that. And we actually did some meditation breathing exercises, like the box method, where you go in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, and then hold for 4. That one I don't like as much. I've known that box breathing technique in the past. It's just, I get too into my head when I do it. But she did another one where it's go in for 4 and then breathe out for 6. And that I like because I feel like I just have more space to let all that out. So I definitely took something away from that. It was a lot of fun, and that's why I got this poster, because I knew she's going to do that meditation panel. And I did go to that, and I did enjoy it, and she is really sweet, and she's really amazing. I'll put that on top of this box. And I think that's it for Ponyville Ciderfest itself. So this goes with one of the plushies. Chuck, I don't care. I'm going to go turn my attention over here because we have some smaller items. These are freebies. I probably won't even bother with these. I might just take a picture of them, like some of the stickers and stuff that I got at the and put them in there, because we still have a whole half of a bed to do. So, but I will start with Sky Railroad. I will take my paw off for this. Sky Railroad is the one that sold me the drink cards, like the Hell of a Boss drink cards. They were there this time, and they had My Little Pony ones, of course, because this is a different con. But I grabbed some drink cards from My Little Pony. Again, I don't really drink, so I'm probably going to find some like card collector something to display these with, somewhere in this room, because this is my Little Pony themed room. But there's, Sky Railroads is their information, but I'll just hold up a couple. So we got Fluttershy, Rocks Glass, Godiva, Grenadine, and Banana Liquor. So it says, shake all ingredients with ice, serve neat. I forgot what neat means, but that's fine. Sweet and a little boozy. Make sure you shake it well. So here's Fluttershy. You can see that. And next, I won't show all of these, we don't have time, but the Lyra Heartstrings, Martini Glass. Oh, you use a Martini Glass, okay. So it's Hypnotic, Apple Pucker, Squeeze Lemon, and Seltzer. They're Hypnotic, Pucker, and Lemon with ice, topped with seltzer. Light and fruity, far too easy to drink. So we've got Lyra. Look at the Pinkie Pie. Use a Martini Glass, Rum Chata, Malibu, splash of Amaretto. I don't think I said that right. And a splash of Grenadine. Shake very well with ice. Strain. Add more Grenadine if not pink enough. Garnish with whipped cream and sprinkles if available. Immensely drinkable and sweet. And since my favorite number is 4, we'll do one more. And the next one is Rainbow Dash. I'm not going to do that one. So, because I am mean and I don't like Rainbow Dash. So, Luna. I'm going to do that. Oh, actually, Thorax is in here. So let's do Thorax. Come on, Thorax. Okay. So, put it in a rocks glass. So when I said rocks glass, that's the type of glass you use. Sorry. If you know alcohol, you probably knew that. I'm sorry. I don't. So let's see. Triple sec, apple pucker, and pineapple juice. Shakeware with ice. Pour over ice. Garnish with 2 cherries. There is something at the bottom, but this is a dark colored card, and it's black ink. So I can't read that. But here's Thorax. And I believe there were 24 of these total. So there's a good number of, I think, G4 and G5. I think all of G5 is in here as well. There was another set, but it didn't really, like all the characters I care about and a few I don't are all in this one. So I went ahead and grabbed this set. I will take a picture of the whole set and put it in edits. When it comes to where I put pictures, I have no idea because it's blank space and blank space. So I don't know. I probably won't bounce back and forth because there won't be as many pictures, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel when I edit this. Oh, I forgot to put Sky Railroad's card back in there. So there's Sky Railroad, and I'll keep my paws off for the next person as well because these are small. This is Afro Thunder's Wonders. I love her so much. This is what her character looks like. I've shown her to you before. She makes these big, huge buttons that I know Discord is wearing his in my car. The Discord neck pillow I have, he lives in my car, and that button stays on him. There's something else I will add to him, but we'll get to it wherever the heck it is. I think it's over there. So, but no, she had these cute little cereal boxes that have wooden pins in them. This is G5. It says, My Little Pony, a New Generation, and it has the pins on it. On the back is, thank you so much for your support. So it's part of a balanced pin collection. Ingredients: whole wood grain, walnut veneer, metal glue, love, and lots of appreciation. But seriously, don't eat these. And it has all the calories on the back. I'm guessing she made these in 2021. But this is the G5 version. And I will try to run through these. These are really, oh, and they come with like a random card. So we got an Applejack. Ventricular. Yeah, it's a ventricular. So, oh, I see what she did. Like, so it'll be hard to see, but there is regular Applejack, and then there's Applejack from the final episode, because she is holding, or she's wearing Granny Smith's kerchief. So she also gave me one of the pictures of her. So this is Afro Thunder's character. I love her character so much. It is gorgeous. I love this character. But we'll go to the G5 pins. Okay. No. Yes. Maybe. Okay. Dump these. I'll dump these on my paw. So we've got Zip. We have, I can't see until I pull them up. Pip. Second best pony. We have Izzy. We've got Sunny. Became a background character in her own show. We have Hitch. Don't get me started. And we have Misty with the not, I'm a fan of hair, with a fan of hair I'm not a fan of, but that's okay. But, you know, everything, you know, the negatives I just spouted had nothing to do with these pins and everything to do with the show. These pins are incredible. These are so, I'm going to use Misty because she's in my hand, but these are so vibrant. I love the look of these pins. Afro Thunder did an amazing job with these. And I will try my darndest to put them back. My darndest was not the best. That's okay. And then I have G4 as well. Unfortunately, I missed the box ones. So I have the G4 pins, they're just not in the box. Crap. I might actually just buy another one next year. So I have the box set, or like the set in the box. But I do have G4 and Spike. I'm glad she included Spike. He's usually not included when people have you know, stuff of the main six. So this is just in here, so I have to be careful I don't lose them. But they are just as vibrant as G5. So we've got Applejack, who I almost lost when I took these over to my mom's to show her all the stuff I bought. Applejack ended up falling under her couch. So I was counting, I was like, well, I only have 6. We have Twilight. Again, really, really beautiful pins. Really nice size. Got Fluttershy. I might actually incorporate these into my multi-fandom. And because I think I may have one more insert set that I haven't used yet. If I haven't, I might just clear one of them. But these are so beautiful. I love these. I also have a small wooden pin of Afro Thunder herself. She gave me that a couple years ago. It's actually in the, what do you call it, the Eda backpack that I unboxed a long time ago. I use that every day for work. I still take that one to work with me, and it's full of pony pins. And Afro Thunder's, you know, character pin is in that group. But if I end up putting these in the multi-fandom and start carrying these around, I might add her in there, maybe put her in the middle, since these pins were made by her. Got Rarity. Wait, am I holding it right? Yes. It's sitting different. Thank you for your tail sticking up, Rarity. It makes it easier to hold you. We got Rainbow Dash. We have Pinkie Pie. And if I do this, I'm also making sure this thing is still recording. Spike. I'm very lucky in this setup in that I have a mirror I haven't put up yet. It's supposed to go on the wall over there, but it's directly behind my setup. So I can actually use the mirror to look behind the ring light to make sure everything is still recording. With my last video for PVCF, like the what I did, I think I mentioned that it stopped recording in the middle. So, I don't know if these will make it back in. I'm not wearing paws, but they're still tiny and weirdly shaped. There we go. I dropped somebody. There you are. All right. And I'll put these both in the bag, especially the one that doesn't have a box. so don't lose them. And that was Afro Thunder's Wonders. Always love seeing her at these conventions. She's awesome. I think this bag went with the box set, but that's okay. I'll put them in there later. And I think that was it for like the smaller items. Next, I will go to, I think this is Floofy Draws. If not, I'll correct it, but I actually found there were a few people that had these crossovers, but before I went, I was hoping, I kind of Googled like, you know, Hell of a Boss X My Little Pony, Has Been X My Little Pony crossovers. Didn't really find much, and then I go to this convention, and there were two artists back to back that had, you know, My Little Pony crossed with Hell of a Boss, or the Helliverse, I'll just say. So I saw these, and there was a guy that was just really talking up this artist, their work, and I ended up buying what they, you know, some of their like little postcards. I guess these are a little too small for posters, but I love this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect, because you know this is my Little Pony themed bedroom. Right next door is the Helliverse themed activity room. They again right next to each other. I was thinking of putting these in like the gap between them. There is zero space to do that, like between the doorways. But there is space over the doorways, so I'm going to put, there's 8 of these total. I'll probably put maybe 4 and 4, like going above each doorway. So I'll just stay away from the office. Isn't either themed. It's, you know, anime game themed. But I really love these crossovers. One of these I did get for free because I bought the set. So there are going to be so many. We don't have time. I'm just going to show you pictures. But we have Royal Pains. Maybe. Okay, this isn't going to work. Royal Pains are Vaggie, Charlie from Husband Hotel, and I think Twilight as a Goetia. If you know the Helliverse, you know what these are. Goetia are kind of upper class demons in hell. But we've got, so these are all pretty much has-been actually. But we have Applejack as an imp, who you see more in Hell of a Boss. And you've got Adam, or I'm sorry, dang it, I keep doing this, Lucifer, and Alistair. And it says low-hanging fruit. And Applejack, of course, is a farmer who farms apples, amongst other things. And those two hate each other. Their interactions are actually very funny. We have Pinkie Pie as an angel. I'm thinking an angel and that maybe an exorcist. I'm not sure. She might be an exorcist. I'm not sure, but she's still an angel. It says Angels Down and Dusted, and she is paired with Emily. Yeah, L's XXS exorcist, so she is just a standard angel. But Emily's the bottom. She is an angel. She is one of these seraphim. She's got 6 wings. It's really cool. We have Fluttershy as a succubus, paired with Nifty, who I mentioned before, and Husk. It says booze, bugs, and bondage. Husk is a big drinker. Nifty is, well, she's supposed to be their housekeeper. She's supposed to be killing bugs in the hotel, but I don't think she's winning. And the bondage part, that also would probably be Nifty. But we have Fluttershy as, weirdly enough, a succubus. That's a very cute picture. I have to keep in mind some of these are at least tall. Oh, these are all tall ways, so I have to keep that in mind when I post them out there. We have Rarity paired with Angel Dust. Scandalous and Generous. I'm sure y'all who know My Little Pony know the generous part. That's Rarity. And you've got Angel Dust on the other side. We'll put him in the Scandalous section. He is a adult film star in the show. Put it nicely. I just noticed some of these are rated R18. No, they're all rated that. No, some of them are not. This one, we'll see if I might have to try and blur it. This says consent. This is R18. Isn't there someone you forgot to ask? It has Rainbow Dash, what's her face? Cherry Bomb, and Serpentious, who, spoilers, but I am going to cover part of Rainbow Dash just in case. But that is the main 6 as, I'm sorry. Rainbow Dash is an imp as well. I believe Rarity is supposed to be a Goetia. Did I miss anybody else? No, I covered Fluttershy. So got those. This other one I got for buying the set. This Ponyville Ciderfest 2025, and it has all 6 of the main 6 in their Helliverse forms, which is really cool. And I went ahead and bought this other one. It's a club scene that also has the main 6 in their Helliverse forms. I thought this was really well done. It's exactly what I was looking for. I'm praying to the fates that it actually fits above those doorways, but I will figure something out. I just didn't want to put them in one room or the other because they have elements of both. I believe that was Floopy Draws. And now I can tackle the other half. Oh my god. Alright. Let's do this. So we'll start with this giant bag here. This is Tarson's Cafe. I have bought from them before. Let me double check around to make sure I'm not missing anything on this side. I don't think so. Again, these are all freebies. That's what this bag is for. So with Tarson's Cafe, I spent too much and I regret nothing. We have 4 more lanyards. They actually had I think get 6 for 50 or something like that. So I got 1 Pinkie Pie and a Rarity for Pink Sands and JD respectively. But I got 4 for myself. So I have Pit Petals. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Starlight. It was Starlight Glimmer. It's cute. We have a Zip Storm from G5. That's falling off. This is the same person that made my Twilight and Misty Bright Dawn that I got last year. So I think they had run out of Misty last year when I bought it. I could have sworn I dropped one of these. Yeah, here's Zip. Zip. And I do have one more somewhere. It might have fallen. It did fall. Okay, here's Misty because she, went out, they ran out last year. So Misty with the good hair, with the good colors hair. I'm not a fan of her pink and purple look. To me, it just clashes with her body. So, but I got those. I got a wallet that is buried and doesn't want to come out. So it has the Luna wallet. If we can see, can I? See if I can take this out. Oh God, how do I open this? Ripping stuff. We're ripping stuff. There we go. Chuck. So we got Luna in the front. Oh, we got Luna on the back too, but Luna's sticking her tongue out. And then on the back, she's being cute for the most part. And on the inside, we have one main space for like bills, and I think there's like a secret hidden space there. Underneath on the left side is a place where you can put your ID. And then the other side has 3 spaces for cards. And there's a space on either side for like, business cards and things like that. So this is a very useful wallet. It's very close to the one I have from 8,000 Kicks I'm currently using now. I will discuss the 8,000 Kicks wallet when I get to that Kickstarter. But I'm currently using that wallet. What I do like about this one is the fact that it does have a space for my ID. And you can actually, I just turn up, or I can pull this out, show it to you, you can see my ID. With the 8,000 Kicks one, it does not have a space for the ID. I do put my ID in there, but I have to pull it out. You can't see it. And then pants. So many pants. I have so many pajama pants between Tarson and Hot Topic. I have so many pajama pants, including the ones like I'm wearing now. These are from Hot Topic. These are the My Little Pony ones I was talking to you about. But with Tarson, let me reorient myself. Starting to sweat. I got 2 sets of pants. I can actually show you these in with my paws on. I got Starlight and I got Twilight. These are so I I don't know how to describe these. They are incredibly soft. They're like illegally soft. They feel really, really awesome on your skin. They can be a little tight, like in the crotch area. Like when I tried them on at the convention, I just stood in them. When you sit, it can get a little tight. I would size up. These are an XL. I think I wear like maybe a 16, 14 in women's. I know that means nothing because even for women who are watching this, sizes are not consistent for us. It's really stupid. I think for men's sizes, for the most part, they just go by your waist size, which makes sense. But no, we have to be as complicated as possible for women. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but no, so I have an extra large here, and if you go, like Tarson has an Etsy page, and on the Etsy page for the listings of these pants, there is a like size chart or a size chart, so you can measure your waist and go from there. So this is, I think my waist is like a 34-ish, something like that. And I'm still, apparently, according to my doctor, as of Monday or last Monday, I have to lose 20 more pounds before I get to my goal weight. So, this will get bigger on me. I'm currently about 34, I think, for my waist. But, these are really comfortable, like incredibly comfortable. They're also very warm, which is great because it's freaking December in the Midwest. It's really cold, like, okay, it's like 45 degrees today. But like the past couple weeks, there was at least one day where the high was a single digit. So, granted, I'm in a house. I have heat in this house. I just paid $200 to change my thermostat to get something that actually works. So I do have heat running right now, but it's still you don't want. I don't want my heat up to like 75 or whatever because that jacks my bills up. I'll put it so I'm comfortable-ish, but I'm going to add some stuff to keep myself warm by wearing these or wearing one of my Kigu. I did almost wear the PPCF Kigu for this video, but it's just so floppy that it would make me unboxing these things even harder. So I didn't. Though I will say a couple weeks ago, before I changed thermostats, my old one did something stupid and it wasn't working. So it got cold fast. That was during one of the weeks where it was regularly like 20 degrees for the high. So yeah, this house got really cold to the point my mom was begging me to go over to her place. Just, honey, it's fine. You can come over. And just, Mom, you have a 2-bedroom house. You're in 1 bedroom. Liz is in the other because she's visiting, for med school. She's in town for Christmas. You do not have space. Honey, you can take my bed. You can take it's fine. I'll be on the couch. And luckily, I didn't have to put my mom out. This is my mom. She's the best person on the planet. She's amazing. And she will do like whatever it takes for all of us. She's an amazing person. But I did not want to put her. I was like, no, Mom, I have Kigus. I can do this. Luckily, my dad was able to come over that night and fix things, so I didn't freeze. But no, for a while, like all day, I didn't know what was going on. And so I did put on the Ponyville Ciderfest Kigu, the one with Fizzy Glitch, and it was very warm. It was great. It really saved me. And then you fixed everything, and then it was way too hot. So, but no, I bring all that up because it's basically this. This is kind of a similar material as the Ponyville Ciderfest Kiku. It's really, really soft. And so I'll hold that up. So I'll try. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Sorta. There we go. So you can see that, kinda. I think I'm showing you the butt. Whatever. You can see Twilight. And I do have a Starlight one as well. Almost got Applejack. Next time I'm probably going to get Applejack. I decided to just pick 2. Oh, God. And Starlight is actually a double XL. I'm a bit more comfortable in the double XL, honestly. So, but there's Starlight. And that was Tarson's Cafe. He had a lot of stuff. Shoot. Let me take this off so I can put all the stuff back. Even with my paws off, I can't put this stuff back. I'll shove everything in there. Yeah, I warned you guys, this is going to be a long video. That mystery box by itself was a lot. I was expecting maybe a few items for that. So I was very pleasantly surprised. I'll put that off to the side. Hopefully it doesn't fall on the ground. This next one's a one and done. Sweet Cream, the same person who made that cornhole set that I got in the auction. This is a, well, Trap Forever. Oh no, okay, that was easy. Sweetness. This is a beautiful Luna scarf. I can find. I think it says Luna on it. Yeah. So, yeah. It says Luna. I don't know if it's backwards, but we've got. Let's see. There she is. It's gorgeous. This is a beautiful scarf. I think this was new this year because I remember they sold scarves in the past, and their past scarves were there. I did not see a Luna, so I believe this is a new scarf this year. It looks amazing. It's very vibrant. I now have too many scarves. I did get the Fizzy Glitch scarf last year. I think, yeah, that didn't come with my tier. That came with the higher sponsor tiers, though I was a sponsor last year. And I got the Kigu with my sponsor tier last year, but I didn't get the scarf. But I was able to buy it in the comp store later on, so that was cool. So, but yeah, very nice. So I have the Fizzy Glitch scarf. I have this scarf. I have a Twilight Sparkle scarf from, I believe, the Crystal Fair years ago. And then I have a scarf made of alpaca wool that I actually got in Peru way back in 2022, or not 2012. I went there for a mission trip right before I started grad school. They needed a doctor, so my mom, volunteered. My sister went. They invited me. I was like, sure. I'm not religious in the slightest, but I like traveling and I like helping people. So I spent the week helping them fix up an orphanage. It was great. The kids were awesome. But that is sweet cream. Get back on topic. After that, we have something I absolutely love. I didn't think I was ever going to get one of these because they're very expensive. This is from Remy Plushies. I'm sure many of you, especially if you are My Little Pony fans, have heard of Remy as well as a few others. I don't think they were at the convention before this year. We do have two standard plushie makers that show up every year. Hibiscus Stitch, who does smaller things, usually, and oh my god, Rubio Wolf, who I never see. I did see Rubio last year, like some of her her plushies, and then I never saw them again because they would sell out, and you could Rubio makes everything herself. These are all artists. They tend to make their own stuff, or at least to design it. Like I don't think Tarzan puts that wallet together himself, but he does all the designs, and then some of these things will be shipped off to wherever, and they'll put it together. But no, this was made by Remy Plushies. They are expensive. Their plushies are really good. They can also get really big. I did have a picture of me with their $800 Luna plushie, like on my back. I should have turned to the. I didn't include it in the video because I didn't turn to the side to show you. You don't. It's hard to see, but that thing about it is it's about the size of me. That plushie was huge. That is not going to happen anytime soon. I would like to get one of their $450 plushies. One of the ones that like hook onto things. They had two different sizes of that, but I think one was like $350 and one was $450, or $300 and $450. And I was like, I might as well just go big or go home and get the $450. I did not do that this year. I got this one instead. It was close to like $185. It was like less than $200. But this, again by Remy Plushies, go away, is Pip. It is Pip Petals from G5. Again, my second favorite character other than Misty. Pip was really sweet. She was a really fun character in the show. And this is a really cute plushie. I absolutely love this plushie. It's a really good size, really good quality. I love her face. Sometimes with these plushies, it just depends on who makes them, but the face especially, like the mouth, it can get weird and it kind of looks a little more masculine than I'd like. Not to knock those of you who are masculine. This is a very feminine character, but I just love the way this looks. Look, her hair, her little crown, her very fluffy wings. It looks out of place, but that's the truth. If you've ever seen G5, which can't really recommend, I recommend the movie. Definitely watch the A New Generation movie, and then if you want to stop, well, you'll never see Misty if you do that. Dang it! Anyway, Pip is in the movie. Misty is not in the movie. But if you look at her, she has fluffy wings. It's so strange. And I mentioned this. She's like the only Pegasus in G5 that has these fluffy little wings. That's not really a complaint. I love her wings. They are really cute, especially on this plush. But it's just weird that there is no other Pegasus with her wings. And she's one of the two princesses. Zip is her older sister, and they're both princesses of Zephyr Heights. But Zip has standard wings. Their mother, Queen Haven, has standard wings. It's really interesting. But I love this plush so much. You can see her cutie mark there. Oh my god, I love Brimi does amazing plushies. They really do amazing plushies. I don't know where I'm going to put this plushie in this room. I would think on top of one of the cabinets, but she's going to get really dusty up there. So I'll figure it out. But no, I didn't even mention her little feet, little hooves in the back. Oh my god, I love this plush so much. And My Little Pony, like bronies, we are plushy people. We have plushies everywhere. Hence why I have 28 of the Build-A-Bears, plus a bunch of plushies. I also have I got these were handmade. I made, if you can see, Akina over there. I handmade her. I handmade Gallus. I handmade Discord who's in my car. But I have so many other plushies I didn't make. Where am I gonna put them? Where am I gonna put them? I also do have the gigantic version of Akina by what are they called? Budsies. I did a video on Budsies years and years ago, and I got that plush. I wasn't the happiest with how that turned out. The plush itself was pretty decent, though. I was considering putting that plush out here just to kind of help with the ambiance, but there is zero place to put that giant plush. That was one plus for, I think it was $250 or something like that. I got a very big plush, a very, very large custom plush. So that was a positive for Budsies. To put her here because I just want to keep looking at her because she's adorable. We're almost done. I'll say that one for last because I bought it last. This is, falling out. Okay, that's fine. Luminex. I bought from them last year. Actually, the Izzy Moonbow and the Misty Bright Dawn badges that I had the respective VAs sign last year, I bought from Luminex as well. So I got a few more badges from them, as well as a couple posters. I will figure all this crap out later. So we'll start with the badges, and one of them was Maud. This is from Luminex. I just unboxed it earlier because I was talking about the autographs, but this is from Luminex, the Maud one. We have a Pip one because I already have Misty, my other favorite pony. So I have Pip, and she is adorable. And then these other two disappeared. There we go. These are not ponies. This is Luna from Hell of a Boss, not that Luna, the other Luna. Very popular character. There we go. So you can see Luna. I love her design. She's pretty complicated too. She seems like a brat, especially early in the show of Hell of a Boss, but there's a lot to her. There really is, and she's going through some stuff. And then we have Stolas, also a complicated character. He's very, very popular, an adorable burb. He is one of the Goetia, one of the high-up royal types from Hell. He's a prince of Hell. His name, and I think parts of him are based on the demon prince Stolas, if you look in like biblical mythology. But he's an adorable burb, and we love him. He's also extremely complicated, but he's great. And then I also got a couple posters because I just couldn't. I couldn't not buy them. That's a double negative. It's fine. This first one, they're from two different shows. We've got, they're stuck together. There we go. So I'll start, since we're doing My Little Pony, I'll start with this. This is G5. Oh god, no. So hopefully I can kind of see through this. Pip, Zip, the sisters. We've got, okay, I can't see. We've got Sunny. We've got Hitch. Izzy, and then I love how Misty is in the middle because she is best pony. She is, I guess she wouldn't be the main character per se. That goes to Zip because Zip actually cares about the lore and what was going on. But I love the fact that surrounding Misty and not Sunny, who is supposed to be the main character. I don't know how that happened, but I love this poster so much for that. But I love group shots. I really do. I do like half of these characters too. Again, Missy is my favorite. Pip is a close second because of how they fixed her character from the movie. She got better in the show. Zip didn't really change much. Kind of hyper fixated on like solving crimes, and that got a little weird. But for the most part, she was fine too. These three are my problem. I've explained it before in the past, but I love this. I don't have a lot of G5 prints, probably for obvious reasons. G5 wasn't very good, but I do love group shots, and this is a really great picture. I love what Luminux did with them. And then this second poster that I can't find because I put it on my hip has nothing to do with My Little Pony and everything to do with actually the Helliverse, not just Hell of the Boss. These are the 7 deadly sins. They are the rulers of, well, okay, I don't know where the heck he is. Lucifer's at top. Lucifer is the ruler. He is the king of hell in the more in Has Been. He shows up in Has Been. The other 6 have shown up in Hell of a Boss. For the longest time, they weren't going to cross over because of distributing right things, whatever. But now Amazon has distribution rights kind of to both of them. They exclusively distribute Has Been Hotel. They get first rights for Hell of a Boss, and then Hell of a Boss will go on YouTube like it has in the past. So I'm going to move Pip a bit. I love you, Pip, but you're big and in the way. So hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know how you can't. Looking at my mirror again that's behind my setup, it looks like there's a giant pole smack dab in the middle. It's not. It's underneath the camera. You can't see that. But I will try to. This is going to be hard because I can't see. But I just said Lucifer. Again, King of Hell. We have Belphegor, who has not said a single word in the show. She, again, has been Hell of a Boss. Everyone except Lucifer has been in Hell of a Boss. She showed up for one episode, hasn't said anything. Everyone's in love with her because of her design. We have, what's her name? Leviathan, the Envy. Together, these two are Leviathan. I don't know how that works, but we'll hopefully find out. Also, no speaking lines from Leviathan or Levy. We've got Asmodeus, the sin of lust. He's great, and he's just great. I'll just say that. We have Mammon, the sin of greed. He sucks. It's pretty unanimous. He sucks. We have Beelzebub, the sin of gluttony. She is also amazing. She's about as popular as Luna is, in part because of her design, but also because of her character and her personality. And then we have Satan, the sin of pride. Wait, no. Wrath, sorry. Lucifer's pride. Satan is wrath. And he also showed up in one episode. He did have speaking lines then, though. All of these have had speaking lines. These two have not. He has spoken quite a bit in his own show. So, but this was very vibrant. I love it. I love seeing all 7 of the deadly sins together. Great addition to my Helliverse room. Not sure where I'm going to put it because I'm trying to keep. So one of my walls has a closet, and the other one has a window and then a built-in shelf, which all of my standees and all the things I bought from Shark Robot are going to go there. So I essentially have 2 walls I can work with, and one wall over here has a daybed. The daybed wall is most likely going to be more Hell of a Boss themed. I'm trying to make the front wall where the door is or has been themed. I am trying to, even them out. I'm not sure where this is going to go because technically these characters are all in both because, Lucifer's and Has Been, and they might cross over. But I love this. I really love this. It's really beautiful. Luminix does really great work. And finally, we are not doing the freebies. I can't find it. Trying to make sure. Oh, that's Luminix's card. Making sure I haven't lost anything. If I did, I can't feel anything because of my card. This is from Fantastical. This is kind of a last minute buy. I kept seeing people with these. I was like, where am I getting these? There was a whole list of, or like a whole row, or not row, oh my gosh, wall of these. But they are just like every character in existence in My Little Pony. Except they're all carrying, for the most part, knives for reasons. This might be a meme or something. I don't know. I don't know memes. A couple of them, like I think Autumn Blaze was carrying like a branch in her mouth. But I got a Discord. It was Discord with a knife. And they all have this same weird expression. And it's fantastic. And when I'm done with this, and when I'm done taking pictures for the video, this will go back in my car with the rest of Discord. But yeah, I love that he's huge. I love this because it's so big, which makes sense. Discord's pretty big. But yeah, that's what this Fanny Tasco tells way more things in this. But just all these badges of just like every G4 and 5 character, main character for G5 that you can think of, and it's just great. They also had the mascots for when you see in Ponyville, Con and PVCF. If you drew something, they give you a freebie. Like one of the PVCF mascots, I went ahead and I think we had to draw Chancellor Naysay from G4. I did it poorly because I can't draw, but I did get Fizzy Glitch. So same expression with the knife in her mouth. It's great. But I just love they're just so cute. I don't know the thing with the knife, but really cute. And then these last two, you think I'd get Luna or Twilight or Starlight or some of my favorites. And it's not like I don't like these characters. I love the characters I chose. It was just an interesting choice. But I saw one of these, I was like, yes, that is what I'm getting. And it kind of works with the fact that, Andrew Francis, who plays Shining Armor, was one of our guests of honor. So I ended up getting a Shining Armor one holding Flurry Heart. That's their baby between him. I'll just show Cadence as well because they go together. But this is in the show, G4. This is Princess Cadence, who rules the Crystal Empire. Shining Armor is her husband and Twilight's brother. I think I mentioned that in the last video. But together they had Flurry Heart, who's in his mouth. She's born in Alicorn, apparently. It never happened before in the show. But he just, the two-parter where she was born, she was just been born. He was tired. He was frazzled. He was sleeping standing up, which horses can do. But I just love the fact that this is a frazzled Shining Armor holding Flurry Heart, and Flurry Heart has the knife. And of course, I had to buy Cadence to go with because this is Cadence. You do anything to her man or her child, and this is Cadence. So I just absolutely love this. It's great. And again, there were so many characters you could choose from. I just saw frazzled Shining Armor. I was like, yes. And I'm getting Cadence to go with him, and I have the family now. Another reason I got this is for an Eat a Bag project that's coming out. They're in the process of being made, but I will have a Cadence panel, and anything Cadence Shining Armor or maybe Flurry Heart will go in that Eat a Bag or on that Eat a Bag insert. So that's why I got these two. I will somehow attach it. This is great, and I love it. Oh my gosh, I am burning up. We are recording our podcast in like 2 hours, I think. I don't know what time it is. I don't know how long this has lasted. But that is it. That's my haul from Ponyville Ciderfest. A pretty darn good haul, if I do say so myself. That mystery box in particular, that blew me away. There was just so much in that. I was expecting a shirt and maybe a couple other things. Not everything I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what your favorite things were. Did you attend Ponyville Ciderfest? Did you guys buy any merch if you did? Or if, when it comes to the creators I've mentioned, and they will be listed in the the description, have you bought from them before? I bought from Afro Thunder's 100. I bought from Tarson's Cafe. I hope to buy more from these. I bought from Luminix as well. I'd love to get the bigger Remy plushies. I do want to get more of these goofy looking badges. I want an army of these badges. I think that's going to be a goal. Like for Afro Thunder, I might start getting the buttons of all the Build-A-Bears and attach them to the respective Build-A-Bears. I also might grab some of these because I think these are like $5 a piece. Even Discord needs double the size. Grab these badges and stick them to my Build-A-Bears as well. But oh man, this is a haul. This has been a lot. Again, there was a whole. This is a bag of freebies. Some of these are like little like postcards of characters. I think there's one of Applejack. There's one of Moondancer. There's a bunch of stuff. There's stickers in here. I'll take a picture. It's already too long. I mentioned this video is going to be long, but I have a feeling it's really long. But yeah, that's my haul from Ponyville Ciderfest. Oh, let me know what you guys think. You guys know the drill. If you like what I do, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. 2025's over. I just hit myself in the head. I don't care. It's so over. Oh my god. Oh, this has been a weird year. It has been a poor year. I mean, just a lot of things have happened. I technically purchased the house last year. In 2024, December of 2024. So I have been in this house. I think today's the 20th. I think today's the 20th. So I have officially owned this house for a year. So yay me. It's been a wild ride with all the renovations and just trying to get everything settled, moving furniture, building furniture, not this bed, but like the cabinets on either side that you guys can't see. The nightstands that you can see, or you should be able to see, I did build those. The dresser that goes with these, I built that. There's just things around this house that I finally, built up, and the day bed in the Helliverse, I had to build that as well. So all of those boxes are still in my garage, by the way. It's been too cold. I will need to steal my dad's truck to take all of those cardboard boxes down to recycling, and all of like the styrofoam and stuff inside. I'll have to throw away later because I can't recycle that. But yeah, I've been just trying to get used to home ownership. It's very expensive. It's incredibly expensive. But I love having my own space and just having the space to do what I want. I love having this giant bedroom. I love having a health themed activity room. It's insane. My mom still gives me looks when I say that, but I think she's almost made peace with the fact that I have a health themed room. I think as long as I don't start worshiping Satan or anything, I think I'm good, which that is not a plan. I'm not a Satanist or anything like that. If you are, though, cool, you do you. But yeah, it's been a crazy year. Just personally, friendship wise, I've met a lot of cool people this year. Politically, it's been interesting. I live in the States. That's all I'm gonna say. It's been interesting, not for the better. But yeah, we'll see how 2026 goes. But we will start that with some clothing. I will unbox the Kigus I got, the custom made ones, and I will also unbox the RPG themed hoodies. I mentioned that in the past couple of videos. So that will be January. And I'll have to see about February. March will most likely be for Sona pens. I'll probably do that, every 3 or 4 months, maybe April, because there's 12 months and I unbox 4 months in a month. You know what I mean? And so I only need 3 months for Persona pens. So that might be April, but for January for sure, that's what it will be. It'll just be clothing. So new year, new me, new clothes. I'm tired. Let's get all this off my bed and pictures taken. And I need to shower and wash my hair so I have time for my hair to dry and get ready for our recordings. I'm pretty sure we're doing Putting Your Hoof Down, and dang it, it's another good one in there. We're going to be covering that today in our podcast. By the way, podcast still going on. Please check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Every pony should pony. It's a really, really fun. I enjoy doing this podcast. I also weirdly enjoy, I get all excited when JD sends me like the final cut, and I listen to it, and I'll tell him what to change or not. Usually, I don't pick anything to change unless there's something technical. But there were a couple of times I didn't have time to listen to it, or it came out late. So but I got super excited because our podcast is coming out, and it sounds stupid because I'm in the podcast. I know what it is, but I enjoy listening to us. I hope you guys do too. Please give us a listen. If you were a big My Little Pony fan, definitely give us a listen. Or if you're curious, or if you're bored at work and you have nothing to listen to, give us a listen. But that's it. I am done. I'm tired. I'll see you guys next year. So goodbye.